We have some breaking news on Donald Trump's tariffs. It appears that Trump has temporarily rescinded all of his tariffs except for the ones on China for 90 days. On China, he reserved something a little special, jacking up the tariffs to 125%. Holy crap. Now, he said that based on a lack of respect that China has shown to the world markets, I am hereby raising the tariff charged to China by the United States of America to 125%, effective immediately. At some point, hopefully in the near future, China will realize that the days of ripping off the USA and other countries is no longer sustainable or acceptable, he said to his audience on Truth Social.
Truth Central.
So, yeah, I look. I was reading that, and China will realize that the days of ripping off the USA will only belong to me. That's what I thought he was going to say, but no. But here we go. Seriously, 125% tariffs on China, and none on everyone else. Which is interesting because earlier there were reports that Trump was ghosting everyone else, all the other countries, okay? And this is, again, apparently there are a lot of phone calls or a lot of things, okay? Many things. In fact, here's what he said at the National Republican Congressional Committee dinner in Washington, D.C. on Tuesday.
This is the largest transaction in the history of our country. And don't let some of these politicians go around saying, because I'm telling you, these countries are calling us up, kissing my ass. They are dying to make a deal. Please, sir, make a deal. I'll do anything, sir.
Apparently, though, they didn't have to make a deal because Donald Trump is like, I guess I'm just going to pause all the rest of the tariffs. I mean, talk about not seeing that coming, okay? Even though I think, honestly, I probably should have seen it coming because he's erratic. he can't commit to doing these tariffs because, look, here's the thing. These tariffs were disastrous for the markets, okay? Absolutely disastrous. Yeah, I mean, immediately after he suspended those, the markets rose 2,000 points. Okay, immediate rally, and that's just the Dow Jones. Okay, 2,000 points, back up, skyrocketing. So obviously, it was the tariffs that were causing all of the market sell-offs, and that's the thing. Trump's like, I got to do something about that because these are really unpopular. Okay. But the other thing that's interesting about this, though, is so the whole point of the tariffs, or at least one of them, was to get the other countries to negotiate, right? So you just paused it on everybody except for China. Is that a result of you negotiating? No, not that I know of. Again, Politico reported that on Saturday, several world leaders have been waiting for a reply about scheduling these trade talks with Donald Trump. The Philippines and the UK were among those that were left hanging, according to a report, while an official from another unnamed country said Trump aides had left them high and dry. The official from the Philippines said, many of us have already written to them asking for meetings. We are all waiting for the reply. Well, now you've got your reply. It's there. Apparently, I did it, but then I pulled back on it, but only for 90 days. And so guess what? In 90 days, we're going to be doing all this all over again. So, Jesus, man. So now here's the thing, though. There's a lot of pressure on Donald Trump. Believe it or not, he does kind of respond to that. Now, he talked about in that little clip there, we've got politicians going around and saying, we should, we should take back our authority, right? Now, the reason that these congressmen are putting so much pressure on Donald Trump is because these congressmen are allowed to trade individual stocks. Okay, that is a big problem. Now, in this case, of course, the reason that they're pushing back on Trump is because they are losing money. Keep it real. They were losing money on the stock market. That's the only thing that makes a lot of these Republicans in Congress even act. Okay. In fact, at least a dozen Republicans in the House were considering signing on to Representative Don Bacon's bill to restrict the White House's ability to impose tariffs unilaterally. Axios has learned. Bacon told Axios that 2 Republicans, Representative Jeff Hurd of Colorado and Dan Newhouse, and 2 Democrats have already signed on to the bill as co-sponsors. Pressure. He added, I have 10 others who want to do it, but they want to talk to the trade representative first. More than half of a dozen Senate Republicans have also co-sponsored an identical bill from Senator Chuck Grassley and Maria Cantwell. This had Republicans spooked, these tariffs, and in turn, Donald Trump was risking his coalition, his governing coalition, risking everything, and apparently Trump blinked. Okay, at least for now, another 90-day reprieve on everyone but China. And so there it is. More uncertainty from Donald Trump, which is exactly what we don't need. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.